Hi, I'm Heidi Borchers. Do you love buttons? I love buttons. I'm obsessed with buttons. If I can find a project, just a different project with buttons, I'm there. And I'm going to show you how to mosaic with buttons today. I'm using the Aleene's Original Tacky Glue in the gold bottle to glue on all my buttons onto this bowl, so it makes a great upcycle project using the buttons, a bowl, and some grout. You can use any kind of buttons. You can use vintage buttons, you can use the novelty buttons, the bucket of buttons, any buttons or flat marbles or the plastic letters. Anything will do to put onto this great bowl. First thing you need to do with your bowl is, if it's wooden, you're going to sand it. And then wipe it clean. And that just kind of breaks up that shiny surface. And then you just start gluing. And I start on the bottom. And make sure that your buttons are all right on this area, about the same dimension and height, so that it'll sit straight. And remember, you're going to need a lot of little buttons to fill in. You're going to cover the whole bottom. You're going to go up over, cover the sides, and then do in the center. So you see that I've covered the whole thing. I've gone up over the edge, and this one has sides, so I've glued all the sides down into the center. And actually the center was the last place that I finished. Let it completely dry, and it really should be overnight. Now we're ready to grout. You can purchase grout already pre-mixed, or you can mix it yourself. And you want it about the thickness or the consistency of like peanut butter. And all you do is just put it on. And actually, you can even take your fingers, go in, and just completely, you want to fill in all the crevices. You want to make sure that all the holes of the buttons are completely filled in. Make sure you get out all the excess, all the globby, where you don't need that excess anymore. And we are going to start to clean it up. So I have just a clean sponge and some clean water. And you want to squeeze out the water as much as you can get out. You don't want to have any excess in there, because you're already going to be putting more water into the grout if you do that. The excess on my sponge I put on my container. And at this point here, all we want to do is smooth it. It's just smoothing out the grout. Don't worry about it being clean. It's just smoothing out the background of the grout and around the buttons. It's taken me about 15 minutes to get it this far by cleaning it. And also you can take some cotton swabs and just clean out the inside of the different buttons. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the hairdryer on it just for a few minutes to just dry the haze, make the grout into a haze. And dry it on low. So when you finish with the hairdryer, when I talk about haze, it's like a chalky haze. Everything, the grout on top of the pieces is dry. So all you're going to do now is just very carefully on each one, I wrap the paper towel around my finger and I kind of move it around and just go over each button and just get off what you can. I've let my bowl and the grout dry all night, and I'm just doing some final cleanup here with a wet wipe and just kind of get all that excess grout off. That is just the coolest way to use buttons. The Aleene's Original Tacky Glue in the gold bottle is available at Michael's. It's terrifically tacky and creatively cool.